Peace guys, my name is Kay and I'm a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. Let's get started with this read, y'all. We're gonna see what's happening for the collective and what y'all need to know, because a lot has been going on recently. So you guys can purchase my book through the link in my bio through Amazon, and you can also follow me on Instagram at KIntuitive. And I also have a personal Instagram at KaylaKixXO, but that one's private and I don't really accept people on there. So if you don't get accepted, just, is what it is. So anyway, we're gonna see what's happening for y'all today. And I actually got a very specific message about like you dealing with someone where y'all could have had a party. This could be in literal sense or metaphorical sense, by the way, but I kind of had this, it was two people having a party, you and someone else. And first it started off with you going to this person's party, and this person like humiliated you or treated you badly in front of everyone else, or this person gossiped about you to other people, or they like openly denounced you and what you're doing and talked to like a lot of crap about you. So you went and you started your own little group in your own party, and these people that were like openly denouncing you or talking about you are looking at your party now, and they're like, I want a piece of that. Like, I want to see what's happening up in there. It looks like they're having fun. Like, it's kind of interesting because it's pretty much like the message for this collective is that people who are like picking on you, like wanting to know what your tips are for, like, it could be something very simple too. Maybe you guys got married or you moved out, or they're trying to figure out how you published a book, or how you travel a lot, or how you get people to fall in love with you. Like, it's simple things that these people they just can't figure it out. Like, what is it about you that makes people so attracted to you, or that like your vibe is just lit? And pretty much in this vision, I was basically getting like, y'all are just elevated. Like, your energy is just elevated, and this is kind of like a part of your story. Like, I do feel like if you're someone who believes in like choosing your path or choosing like certain experiences, and this is something that you chose to experience, where someone who openly like trashed you or tarnished your name or your craft or your creativity or your skill or whatever, they're gonna watch you glow up, like right in front of their faces. They're gonna watch you glow up and watch you basically crap on them, and not in an arrogant way where you're just like boasting and like parading yourself around the people who mistreated you, but it's just the way that you carry yourself, and your existence, you being successful, or things working out in your favor, and people supporting you and helping you out. Those small things are just going to get under their skin, because it's almost like they're waiting for the day. They're just counting for the day that something bad will happen to you, because it's the only way that they can feel validated on every lie they tell themselves about you. So I'm basically getting that like your existence is proving people wrong. Like, it says illuminate the shadows, focus on a solution, light codes, travel awaits you, galactic healer, move forward with an open mind. So first, I think first of all, what this is telling me is that y'all are empaths. You are people who can feel energy very deeply, and you can sense energy in a room. You can feel vibes. Some of y'all are very in tune with sacred geometry and very in tune with maths. And I'm getting that like you guys have very spiritual gifts that are on display right now. Some of you guys can be psychics as well. You have predictions that are coming true, and you kind of are just like, your gifts are just on full display now, because the universe is kind of like making you a star. So I do feel like some of you guys might feel like you're like a vessel for certain energies to channel through, and you can feel these healing energies channeling through you. If you've been dreaming of snakes specifically, like that kundalini energy is showing up here, where you guys are tuning into your serpent energy and understanding that divine energy and that life force, and it could be inspiring you to create and to channel those insights into art or into some sort of art form. And I'm getting like you guys could also be receiving information through traveling. If not traveling, then through like your visits to historical sites and learning about them is activating light codes within your DNA that you may not be aware of. And it's helping bind you to your faith. And I also see that your energy is illuminating a lot of shadows and a lot of people's beliefs. Like you're helping people piece the pieces together, piece the puzzle together. And your energy is like, I'm focused on the solution. You guys are focused on the end goal. You never stray from what is right and what is true. You guys stay woke, I hear. Like y'all have that energy where you just remind people like, hey, everybody out there ain't with you or for you. Everybody out there doesn't like you. Like stay woke. Like that's the type of vibe I get, where you guys are that passing person that reminds people to like, you know, life's good, you know, life's a vibe. However, stay woke, protect yourself, illuminate the light. Sometimes you gotta be that light in the room, light in the darkness, pretty much. So I think you guys are like a divine light for people. Ace of Wands in reverse, no. Oh, okay, so this is kind of like a love message I'm getting with this Ace of Wands in reverse and Two of Wands. This could be you or someone you're talking to. There's someone who's going to give you an offer that you are going to reject. If you have not rejected anyone recently, this is someone that you have a crush on or someone that you like. This person is rejecting someone to be with you. They're like, no, I want this group. The number 2 could be significant, or the number 11. And I'm getting like a divine counterpart vibes, but someone could be rejecting someone else to go towards you, and they're like, yeah, heck no. And it could have been like a seductive type of thing too, where this person was like trying to seduce them, and then they got rejected, and they're like, nah, I'm going towards this collective group, because they got the healing energy, you know, they got the vibes, they got the light codes. And yeah, so if that wasn't you, then that was someone else that you are interested in. If you have been thinking of someone or dealing with someone. We have strength. Yeah, this is why you guys are loved, because you guys embody a lot of strength. You're someone who a lot of people look up to for inspiration, for support, okay? You guys are extremely wise. 2024 is really going to be your year. If you're watching this video, 2024 is going to be your year, your glow up and your come up. So stay consistent with what you're doing. Stay consistent with your goals and your plans, because you guys are about to have a really big glow up, especially with travel. Like I see you guys are going to have a string of luck when it comes to travel. Your strength physically and mentally, your intuition and your healing energy. You're just becoming more aware of who you are and what you're meant to do. You could have Scorpio in the 10th house. You could have a lot of prominent Scorpio placements, sun, moon, or rising. I'm picking up someone who just embodies a healer's energy. You could be a therapist as well, if not Scorpio placements. You could be someone who is a healer or a therapist, someone who helps others work through their issues. And I'm getting like you have a very attractive aura. Like you're just very good at what you do. Even if you're not certified or you haven't gotten the degree yet, you guys have a natural therapist energy. Where people are like, are you a therapist? Or have you ever considered being a therapist or something? Or, you know, you relate a lot to having strangers opening up to you and telling you their deepest, darkest secrets and stuff. And just feeling very comfortable around you very quickly. Because you guys have a very open vibe, and I guess like it's like people sense this energy where they can tell you everything and anything, and you have this perspective where you're going to have an insight on what they're going through. It's really interesting too. Yeah, like you really educate people's minds and their senses, and they're addicted to your knowledge. They're addicted to this, like, some people may want to keep this gift to themselves. Like you may notice people you date in the past, they could have tried to keep you to themselves, or they were very possessive and territorial over you, or trying to keep you like in the house, or trying to keep you stuck to them, or making your life revolve around them, pretty much making you have to make them the star in your life, pretty much. And I'm just seeing like you're someone who's learning to step into your sacred divinity. You could be sleeping naked or just embracing your naked self. And this is just about an act of self-love and just understanding like you are beautiful inside and out, and loving your physical vessel as well. Like I know you guys could be very spiritual. I feel since the spiritual cards came out first. So we have to learn how to ground ourselves in the physical, you know, like we are human beings in a physical body, and being spiritual is amazing and healing and elevating. However, we still have to ground ourselves in the here and now, and we also have to take care of our physical vessel and be intentional about how we invest into things that affect our vessel as well. So I see you guys could be investing in just loving yourself more physically and not seeing it as like narcissism to like love yourself or to take care of yourself, and kind of like reframing your mind from thinking that taking care of yourself is like a bad thing. Because I'm getting like some of y'all are deeply like affected by feeling like, oh, taking care of myself is like narcissistic, maybe because you have been through some sort of narcissistic abuse and you kind of confuse all acts of self-love as narcissism, because that is one thing that makes a narcissist charming, is that, well, they lack self-love, but they're good at pretending like they have self-love pretty much, and you know, that act of grandeur. But it's all based on a false sense of confidence. It's based on lies. It's not based on anything that's real or tangible. That's the difference between like real confidence and arrogance. Real self-love and confidence is based on truth and knowing who you are and accepting who you are, whether it's a good or bad thing. It's like almost like a neutrality about who you are. You just accept yourself when you're neutral about it. It's the good or bad or the ugly. It's just, it is, and you still are beautiful and worthy regardless. Like, that is the all-encompassing energy that you guys are embodying, and you're seeing it as an act of self-love now, instead of seeing it as like narcissism or just feeling like it's a bad thing to take care of yourself. And if you haven't felt like it's a bad thing to take care of yourself, this is just you diving deeper into like, you know, these old beliefs and false things you've told yourself about like something. It could have to do with nudity, because I was getting a lot of messages about like nudity today, about like feeling vulnerable and just feeling like people can see you. You guys are just feeling more vulnerable, but in a really good way. Like, people can see how beautiful you are. And maybe you guys were afraid or you were shy before to show yourself off or to show people your gifts, but now people are like, hey, like, you see their gifts, they're very beautiful, they're very spiritually evolved. And yeah, people can see how open your heart is and how much love you have to give to the world. And you are someone who is affecting the world. With this expansion card, the first thing I can picture with this is like the planet Earth splitting in two. Like, I feel like you guys are merging the world right now by doing your part in healing the earth and getting rid of old stuff. And you see, like, the way he's pulling it apart, it's like, it's almost like this energy where you understand that you have to get to the root of an issue to fix it. You can't just keep fixing or treating the symptoms and expecting everything to be all okay, you know? Like, you're the type of person to get to the root of things instead of like BSing and pretending like, yeah, like, this is why you have a third eye vision, because you see through the BS at all times. It's like, you guys don't let people pull the veil over your eyes and get you to gaslight yourself for your intuition. You guys know how to tune into this healer's energy. Yeah, and I'm seeing like your divinity is sacred. Your vulnerability is very sacred, and your vulnerability, you showing yourself in your light, is also like people themselves are witnessing your divinity. People are witnessing your evolution. I meant to say evolution, but I said elevation on accident. So you guys are elevating right before people's eyes, and especially the people who like talked bad about you or bullying you or thought you couldn't make it, or like, you know, just talking. That's all they can do, not mind the business that pays them. Like, they have no other skills, and they just waste their time worrying about what other people are doing or pocket watching, or like, you know, they don't have any, like, really nothing better to do. So this is kind of like what y'all are kind of feeling. If you've been feeling your energy and you're like, why didn't, like, maybe you just feel like hater energy towards you or evil eye, you're like, I wonder who this coming from. So this is just confirmation. Like, these people are going to watch you elevate right before their eyes. And it's like, you're going to manifest things that are even greater than what you even said. Like, if you said you're going to get one house, then you're going to end up manifesting 2 houses. You see? Or if you said, or I'm going to write 1 book, and then you end up writing 8 books. Like, that's kind of what that's kind of what the universe is setting you up for right now. So you may be confused, like, oh, these people that, you know, some of y'all could be still in this like heartbroken energy. So, but this is just your sign, like, girl, everything will work out. Or a guy, or them, they, whoever watching this girl, it's gonna work out. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. And it says, I never been with anyone as abundant as you. So yeah, you are extremely abundant energetically, spiritually. Like, you're an evolved human being, and it's really attractive too. Like, y'all are, I think some of y'all underestimate how subconsciously attractive that is to people as well. You may not they don't even understand why they like you or why they're attracted to you, but they are. They can't keep their eyes off you, or to have an opinion about you, or to see what you're doing. Like, it's almost like a show. If there was a show that aired every night at a certain time, these people are these people are tuning in every night to see the show that you play out, you know. And says, I'm planning on shooting my shot. So someone's about to shoot their shot towards you. Someone's about to like hit you up romantically and be like, hey, been thinking about you, or, you know, I'm interested in you. This is, yeah, someone who, like, you really changed their life, and like they had one of the happiest days of their life was actually with you, and this person cannot stay away. They're like, how am I going to stay away from someone who brought me so much happiness? And yeah, this person's like, I only want you. Yeah, this could be that person that I said that rejected this person. They're like, no, I only want this collective group. Like, I'm not interested. So this person isn't, like, they're sexually disciplined, I will say. So this is someone who has discipline, and they don't like give it out for free. Like, they be like, they're picky, they stingy with their sex. Like, they kind of like, I ain't giving you this good for free. Like, they kind of like, they one of those, okay? Not on no prostitute shit. Like, please don't get in my comment section talking about prostitution, because y'all know damn well y'all give it up for less. Mind your business. So anyways, the intensity of this connection scares me. So yeah, I kind of feel like this person maybe felt like this connection was real intense before, or like maybe they could have ran away or just felt overwhelmed with how intense this connection is, because it is kind of overwhelming to be around someone who you feel like brings you so much happiness, but maybe they put a lot of pressure on them at the same time to do well, or to be perfect, I would even say, because maybe they put you a little bit on a pedestal. Yeah, they just ran away because they don't want to be rejected by you, not because they hate you or don't love you. They just don't want to get rejected by you, but they still worry about you, and they're just like, I hope they're okay. And you know, they're understanding more about you though from the space and the distance. And they also say that they still love you. For some of y'all, if y'all went that far, they still do have love for you, and they want to tell you that for sure. So let's see if I'm gonna pull some more cards. Yeah, I actually do, because I want to pull from this deck. I really love this deck. So we're going to see what gifts are activating or showing right now for this collective group that's tuning in. What do they need to know? Listen, I'm getting like, y'all got a fire beat. Like, your energy, like, I'm trying to think of what song is that. ¿Quién lo diría que se podría hacer el amor por telepatía? La luna está llena, mi cama vacía, lo que yo te haría. Like, I'm kind of getting like y'all have this vibe where like people feel like you can read their mind. Like, you can literally read their mind. You know, like, what they're thinking. Maybe you guys are tarot readers too, or like you read cards, or you read energy, or in some way you just read rooms or whatever. And people, you're always accurate, or most of the time you're accurate. And I'm just getting like, you guys can read people's minds, and it's kind of sexy to the people that are romantically attracted to you. They love your intuition. It like drives them crazy. Maybe you guys are like intuitive lovers as well. Like, you know the right spots, you know the right places, and they don't even have to tell you. Okay, you're one of them. Okay. Whew. It's dangerous right there. So we got intuition. I told y'all, like, y'all got that intuition on you. And then we got scarcity and fearless love. Yeah. People, like, you may have some elders who are projecting scarcity onto you, or projecting their mentality, like their situations onto you, or maybe their past mistakes that they haven't learned from. They could be trying to push you down that path, and you could be like, hey, no, I don't want to do that. I want to take a different route. I want to try, living life for my own, or for myself. So I'm getting that you guys are learning how to heal from the scarcity that has been bestowed upon you. Perhaps I'm getting it could be like familial type things, like family patterns or thought patterns of poverty, and changing your mind behind wealth and how you view it, and your relationship to wealth as well. And you guys are just learning to be more fearless. More fearless in love, in life as well. Like in showing and expressing all that you are, not just bits and pieces of yourself. And yeah, your intuition is mad on point. Like, it's probably scaring some people too. Like, they watch your videos or they consume your content and they're like, hey, like, you kind of exposing me. And I was actually talking about like how sometimes I do the evil eye readings. I'm telling y'all, the hit dogs be hollering in my comments when I do the evil eye readings, because I'm like, y'all be trying to deflect because y'all don't want these people to know that you've been sending them evil eye. Like, but it's just like, it is what it is. Some of y'all, it's just crazy how that happens. So I'm like, hit dog will holler though every single time. So pretty much I'm getting like people could just be projecting onto you, or just kind of scared because they're like, how do you know that? Or like, how did you know that about me? Or like, you know, who told you that? And you may not even know anything. Like, you literally are just chilling, reading cards, reading energy, and you know, your guides will just throw something in there because they know. So like, to you, you may be like, oh, teddy bear in your spiritual reading, but the person that you're giving it to, they know that that teddy bear means like somebody that they hurt 10 years ago that they're trying to forget about in their past, and then they'll project onto you and be like, no, that's inaccurate, your reading was wrong. But like, your reading was actually correct. They just they are scared of the truth. Like, they've been running from the truth their entire life. So don't feel like discouraged if like you gave a reading to someone or like they quickly deny, especially if they quickly deny it. You'd be like, oh, oop, I hit a nerve, like, let me back off. Like, yeah, that's why it's important not to just like read people off rip, or unless like, you know, they requested it, because sometimes like if you can read people, like, you can really dig up some stuff that you may not even realize you're digging up. So just tread lightly, I dare say. Yes, my fellow alchemists who are watching this especially, y'all are good at transmuting all energies. However, everything ain't meant for you to transmute. So let people transmute what they gotta transmute, and then you transmute what you gotta transmute. Fearless love. Let's pull one more card. Resistance. So maybe y'all are a part of some sort of resistance or sort of group, or someone could have even accused you of being a part of like a group or a union or something like that, because they can't understand your gifts or your powers, so they just are making up rumors and stuff. But anyway, I'm seeing that it's just, I'm hearing like free promo, free PR, like y'all just free ad revenue. You feel me? Like, the more you talk about me, people gonna come to me, watch my videos, give me that ad revenue, buy my book, whatever. Like, y'all just bringing more fans to more traffic to the site, you feel me? So it's never really like anything bad. So even when things are supposed to be bad, you're gonna realize it works out for you. Like, maybe I'll go viral for something, and then you end up making more money than you ever did before. It's kind of crazy. Like, you could be just going through any tough situation, or like a scarcity, or maybe you just messed up, did something careless, human mistakes per usual. These things are going to work out in your favor. You guys have nothing to worry about, because you guys do have grand purposes. And there's just like, when spirit gives you that grand purpose, they're not going to let small little hiccups or small little people get in the way of that. Like, they're just like little pawns in a bigger game, you feel me? So the grand wizard of this game that's at play here, they got you in their favor and on their side. So y'all got nothing to worry about, and you're divinely protected in the end. So even if they won the battle, baby, you about to win the war. So stay tuned for my next reading, y'all. I hope to catch you in my next one. Peace out.